Okay, why do we have this multifunction tester here today? I want to build a preamplifier for microphone. In the past, I tried to build some amplifier for line level inputs, but microphones have so low input that the topology sometimes needs to be a bit different. So I will try to build a preamplifier that uses the components of a normal line input amplifier and see if I can make it work with the microphone input. I'm not sure I will succeed. So the idea that I have is here we have the mic input. So there is a coupling capacitor or something here. And then we go into a bipolar transistor. So something like that. And this goes to another bipolar transistor. And then you have, this goes to ground. And probably some feedback loop like this. So these squares are resistors. This feedback loop is to give some stability. Let's zoom it a bit. Okay. The resistor here is to set the bias voltage in this transistor. This is to set the bias voltage here. And to make it complete, you will need some resistor here. Some other here probably. And this will be the voltage you apply. Sorry, I'm out of the frame, right? Okay, so this will be the plus voltage you apply to the circuit, like if you work at 9, 12, 20 volts, whatever. Okay, so, and of course the music output with a capacitor to cut the direct current. So this is the output. Okay, and the ground. So the output, this is not a differential output, but a single-ended output. Okay, so probably we'll need some high impedance components, like in the order of the kilo ohm for the resistors, and let's see what can I find. I got some components that since I was a kid I take out from the trash, like the electronic components that we threw away at home. So maybe from this part we'll see we have some transistors and some resistors. So we'll check some of them to see if we get what we need for this project. Okay, so we got these. Let's try some of them. Let's start with some transistors. So how this tester works is you plug the things in these terminals, you start it, and then the thing is tested, and it can detect anything from condensers to transistors, bipolar or JFET, like anything, even Zener diodes, but the Zeners must be connected to the KAA inputs below here. Otherwise, it will just detect like a resistor or damaged part. Okay, so let's start with a diode. So this, plug it here, start. Okay, so it correctly identifies this as a diode, and it tells us even the direction, so it goes from pin 2 to 3, the polarity. Okay. Okay, if something does not enter this, I also got these connectors, but for the moment we will keep using this. Okay, let's try this capacitor, although we already see that it must be 100 microfarads. Let's try it. Test. Okay, 98 microfarads is quite impressive because it must be like 20 or 30 years old, and this still seems to be good. Okay, let's try some transistors because we will need 2 for this circuit. So let's see this. Start. Okay, so we see this bipolar transistor of the NPN type. Okay, if we look at the diagram, that's what we need. We need I think it's NPN types. So I will keep this aside, and this can be used for the project later. Let's find, because they have writings, this is a BC238C. So if we find another one, yeah, this is the same. So I just got the couple of transistors. I don't need to test this. And now let's look for some resistors. Okay, let's put it close to the camera. Okay, these green kind of resistors, I hesitate if these are resistors or inductors, but we don't have any inductor in our circuit design, so we don't care for the moment. Those here are Zener diodes. For this design, I also don't need them. Okay, this one is suspicious because it has some blue lines, so it will have some funny value. Let's try to... Okay, 672 ohm. Yeah, the blue color, I think it's because of the 6. That's not extremely interesting, but I will keep it. I'm looking for something in the order of the tens or tens of thousands of ohms because I want to get some high impedance thing. Maybe this yellow. I don't remember by heart the meaning of the colors, but I think like black and red are like the normal round values. Yeah, this is 47 kilo ohms. So this can be useful for high impedance inputs, biases and feedback. So let's keep this here. This is a pressure one, 47 kilo ohms. This must be similar because the colors, no, not similar. This is exactly the same. So perfect. We have a couple of them. Let's see this. Orange, orange, yellow, golden. Don't know what this. The legs are very short. I cannot. I think I didn't get it because this leg is too short. I should use these wires, but to keep the video short, I will do later on. So let's find some other high resistance resistor. Okay, this one. $390 ohms. That's not impressive, but let's keep it in the side of the not high impedance. What about this one? Orange, orange, golden. It seems when it ends with golden, it multiplies by a lot. So let's try if I can fit it. Yes, 325 kilo ohms. So this is going to the order of the mere ohm already. That can be very useful for the purpose being. So remember these two in the order of 50 kilo ohms, this like one order of magnitude more. Let's see, try one more. Okay, let's try this one. Well, not impressive, 600 ohms, okay. And I will try some of these capacitors. Which kind of capacitor is this? It's labeled +1, 25 volts. So that must be good for the voltage ratings of the preamp I'm planning. I don't think I will go above 12 volts because I have plenty of power supplies for 12 volts. So let's see what is this +1. Damaged? No way. Let's try again. Oh, I know. I'm connecting from the number 2 to number 2, so yeah, that's the same terminal. Okay, that one was, if 1000 is nanofarad, it was 1 microfarad. Okay, so that can be useful. Let's keep this. This is not electrolytic. What kind is it? I don't know, ceramic or something. Okay, that will be useful. So I already have the 2 bipolar transistors, some very high resistance resistors, lower resistant ones here, and maybe later on I will get some more capacitors. I don't think I have any JFET, so I only have bipolar transistors, which means they need some input current. Probably for microphone input it would be interesting some JFET, but I will give it a try with this. Let's see what I get, and if it doesn't work, I can always use it for input line input levels, right? Okay, thank you. See you in the next video. Bye.